Where's the go-to spot to eat in Columbus for you personally?
I don't have a specific spot.
Or a top 3?
Because ain't nobody.
Give a couple shout-outs.
Ain't nobody paying me yet.
Oh, okay. I see you. I see you. Okay, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't even answer that question. I didn't even think of that.
But I mean, I love tacos.
It's crazy to be saying this right now, but it's episode 100 of the Scheuneman Show. A long time coming. We had to do something special for y'all, and we've got a very special guest. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. You already know the king of Ohio, LadiesLoveLauny, the one and only, the GOAT. I'm here.
Hell yeah, brother. We're hoping to be doing, you've done a couple of these, a couple of podcasts. We're hoping to be doing some questions that haven't been asked before, some a little different.
Okay.
And we're not going to do it right off the bat, but I do want to say right now, I wanted to steal a little segment from Hot Ones, if you've ever seen it.
Yeah.
I want to have you explain a couple of your posts/pictures that I went through and got. I think that would be fun. It's not something we're always going to be doing. I'm sorry, Hot Ones, but I thought it would be cool because when I was doing my research, I was going through your Instagram and I was like, okay, I would love to know about this picture, love to know about this picture. And there was a couple ones that seemed iconic.
Okay.
But we'll do that in a second. But I know that people have asked you this, so we'll get this out of the way. But I do like to hear it. I thought it was interesting when you told me the first time we met. But like, how did this all start for you? Like, what was your introduction into promoting and like getting started doing what you're doing now?
Man, like my story is crazy because like it all started just literally one party. But when you think of like one party, you don't think of just the bad stuff, the nightlife stuff. But this was like a gathering of like our age, like Columbus, Ohio, like class of 2013, 12, 11. It's like when I threw this party, I don't know, I never went out. That's what's crazy. Growing up as a kid, I never went to no parties or no clubs, teen clubs and all that stuff.
That was another thing that interested me when you were telling me about it.
You would think I was doing that, but no, I was at home. I was working, like sweeping up hair at the barbershop for people who really know me, and I was watching Sports Center. I was into sports heavy. So my this girl I call my sister, her name is Shay. She does my hair. She was like, brother, let's throw a party. I was 16, about to turn 17 in the summertime. I'm like, a party? I ain't known like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what a party, how that goes.
If somebody asked me to throw a party, I'd be like, I can try.
Yeah, so that's what it was. It was like I could try, but it was just when Instagram and Twitter just came about. So I was popping on them social media because as soon as it came about, I made an account and I know how to just work the hand. You know what I'm saying? I know, and I was the guy who I was tweeting whatever I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not scared to tweet how I feel.
Real quick, isn't it just crazy that there was even now it almost feels crazy there was a world without Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
That's scary. I don't know how.
And it was like in our lifetime. Like,
I think weird. Like MySpace and all that shows before it too.
Yes, I literally used to walk to the library to get on MySpace.
Hell yeah, that's some OG shit.
5 minutes and wait. But back to the story. So yeah, I was like my topics was getting trending on Twitter. Like I could make something trend.
Hell yeah.
Columbus or something like that. So that's how people was getting to know me. They knew my Twitter. So she like, let's do this party. I'm like, all right, let's do it. We'll try it out, whatever. Rented out this the Monaco on 161 in Morse, Cleveland and Morse. And we just set it up, made a flyer. I didn't even know how to do that. I knew one of my friends was a DJ already, so it was perfect. We paid the building. We knew some security people, and I just kept blasting it on the internet, on
just
Twitter.
consistently
Talking about it. Hashtag July 28th. That was the hashtag. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was hashtagging, talking about it, because that's all we was doing, and everybody at my school, you know what I'm saying, I had them retweeted and stuff like that.
And that probably started trending more and more out.
More and more. So the night came, we did it. 400 people.
Damn, that's something, dude. Because to some people, 400 may be like, oh.
See, it's no.
That's something. As a 16-year-old,
now when I look back, I'm like, oh, that wasn't a lot. But you got to think,
the start,
11 years ago, You got 400 16, 17, 15-year-olds all under one roof.
With social media being new, with you having no experience, and also like I've had parties that I've thrown that I thought were big, but no 400 people were there.
400.
It may look like it, but 400 people seeing it is more than it sounds.
But it was like the 400 of the right people, though.
Yeah, cool.
It was people from out east driving all the way up north. You got to think, we 16 and 17. Everybody can't drive.
Yeah,
and stuff
some
like
people
that.
don't got
They
L's.
making it to this party carpooling. It was people from Eastmore, all the way to the west schools, to the north schools, to everything. But it was the hype was there since it was trending.
Yeah.
The party was just as great as the hype
Yeah.
was. So after that, that put me on the map.
So a couple things. First of all, like doing that, I'm sure like it wasn't in your plans to like take that motion and move it towards what you're doing now. Like that wasn't in the plans. I'm assuming.
Not in the plan.
But did you realize like, oh, I want to do that after the success of that party, or how long did it take afterwards for you to realize like, oh, maybe I could do this. I could be good at this.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, when I first did the first part, I'm like, okay, I didn't make no money.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was a fight at the end of that party with some of my classmates got jumped.
That's the thing, is it feels almost unavoidable, but I'm sure you know how to avoid it by
for
now.
Sure. Yeah, now, but that was the big thing with that. And then I'm like, because I'm not into the violent stuff, so that was violent the way it ended. And then we didn't make no money.
Yeah, you were
Lost
doing
money.
for the fun of it.
But so I'm thinking like, damn, I didn't do it right. I'm moping around like I ain't make no money. But it's kind of like, no, it's the bigger picture. Down there, everybody just know who you is.
Yeah.
Your Twitter and Instagram is going crazy right now. Everybody's asking for another party. I'm thinking that party was a fail because my friends got jumped at the end.
Yeah.
I didn't make no
Shit,
money.
your friends too? That sucks.
Yeah.
That would
So
suck,
I'm like,
man.
oh man, but everybody like, oh my God, that party was the craziest party I ever been to. So crazy. Ladies love Launy with blah blah blah. Throw another one.
Now, did this start becoming like? Because I want to know, did it like take time from there, or did you instantly throw another party from there, or like?
So that party was July, right?
Yeah.
And then my senior year, school started in August. So I played football that year, so I couldn't throw no parties.
Okay, so you had
After
to
football season, I threw a party January 1st while we was on break, my second party ever. That was a great party. It wasn't as packed and crazy as the first one, but it was a great party.
Yeah.
It still was 200-300 people.
I'm also seeing a connection where you're also learning the lesson, and it sounds like you kind of already knew this, but you're learning the lesson to like, even when something goes wrong, you're still looking at the positive and learning from what went wrong instead of moping.
So, and that was always in my head back in the day this is why I say I was always ahead, because back then I'm not thinking about the money.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is getting my name out here and getting to know everybody.
Which, don't sleep on what you're saying right now. People listening, like,
Don't
that's
sleep
very
on it. That's
smart.
a gem. Don't go in it for the money. Go into it for the network and you know what I'm saying? Just be a cool person, and the money gonna come now. And now I'm living to where the money is coming.
Yeah, and that's another reason why some people, it may be hard, like if you're an introvert, but like getting out there and talking to people and being active is also extremely important when it comes to like establishing yourself, making a name for yourself.
Yes.
I
So-
could do better at that. I'm looking to do better at that in the next 100 episodes, or however you want to word it. But I need to get more active, but it is so important. And another thing I wanted to say was like, I know I've said this to you before, but it is actually crazy to me, and I don't know. I'd like to know if it was planned this way. I don't think it was. But for those of you guys who don't know, you were in a movie called Her Way.
Yes.
And the story of that movie, to me, like on the base level, matches up so well with that. Like, it's like almost like they heard your story and were like, okay, let's make a more comical version of your story.
For sure.
Was that the intent?
I'm sure that wasn't. Shout out to my one of my best friends, Antonio Davis, who wrote that. And I feel like he kind of like had the idea in his head, and then it was like the perfect guy kind of just clicked.
Yeah.
Because
You've lived
the movie
it.
is really not about me, but it is. I mean,
You're definitely a main character, though, you know?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
It just
meant
clicked
for me.
together
It
almost in a
wasn't meant
sense.
for me to be a main character and take the storm.
Okay, so you came into the movie late enough for you to believe that like he wasn't thinking about how it matched up with your life, but it just happened to be a good fit.
To be like, oh, this is perfect. Like, let me see if he's interested in this. I finally got an opportunity for him, but it just was like it went so perfect that. Yeah, probably when he was writing he was just writing my life because when you think about it, my life is kind of like it's a real movie. Like, type.
I mean that's the best way to live.
I'm the party guy, you know what I'm saying? Because I was living with my sister and just being a guy. It was just funny, man. A girl I fell in love with, like I was kind of like real deal story, you know what I'm saying?
Because I could count on one hand the differences between the movie and this story.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. So. Well, since we brought it up real quick, I had another question I had was like, so you acted in that movie. Did you have fun doing that?
Yes, man. And I want to tell a story real quick on that.
Oh, go ahead.
Her way. So I moved to Atlanta about 2 years ago for a year and a half. I moved back. That didn't go too well. So when I came back, you know, I'm thinking I'm a failure. I just moved back home. You know, I got to start from square one. Everybody think I'm doing something in Atlanta, but I'm back, you know. So then I got hit with the Her Way opportunity. So filming that, coming back to that, I was in a depression. I wasn't even about to do that movie. I was about to turn it down.
Because of the depression type shit?
Because of the depression, and I felt like, well, first of all, they sent me a 75-page script, and I'm like, whoa.
That's a lot of reading.
This is school again. I don't know. This might be too crazy for me. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just try it out, you know, do it, and you know what I'm saying, see where it take me. So I came back. I was depressed, out of a relationship, you know, just moved back home and got a lot of other stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? So then I did that, and them people was so great. Like, shout out to Dom and his whole Imperium Studios. Like, they was just from the camera person to the person that went and got the food and snacks, you know what I'm saying?
They look like a really creative squad.
It was fun. It brought the fun out of me. Like I said, I was depressed after shooting that movie. I was kind of out of my depression. It brought me back up to light. You know, we dropped the movie and then we did the red carpet and everybody back. You know, what I'm saying?
Plus
I felt the love again.
I'm seeing a connection in this episode. Is another lesson to take from that is like you just got active.
Yes,
and that can really help if you're in like a slump.
When you're in a slump, all I needed was that boost. Like,
yeah,
and ever since that movie, I've been on one.
That's why, like, I personally, and I'm sure people can relate, like, I do struggle with depression. It runs in my family. Thankfully, it's really great. But one thing that's really helped, and I have to keep reminding myself this, but it's so true, is, like, with this business and this podcast, like, it's really hard to stay depressed if you're just continuously, like, putting time and effort and work into something that you care about.
Stay busy, man.
Staying busy with something you care about.
Yep.
So it's a good way to have a happy life, is if having a creative outlet and staying busy with something you care about, like, that's really important.
I think it's important to always, like, treat yourself every once in a while, though. You gotta, like, you know, show yourself that you are, like, proud and, like, in a sense, like,
be nice
doing
to
good,
yourself.
you know, like.
Yeah, treat yourself.
So I did ask that, like, I was going to ask, like, do you plan on, is acting something you want to do again?
Yeah, so yes, I do want to act again. That was fun. I think a lot of people told me I did kind of good. I mean, in the beginning of that movie, you can kind of tell.
For someone who is having their first acting role, I think you did great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, probably because it's me watching myself. Like, I feel like in the beginning I could have been a lot better. But as you see through the movie, you can see I open up more with different scenes as it go. You know, so I got more comfortable in seeing because, like I said, I was depressed. And day one, it was just like, all right, here we go, clip.
Yeah.
Then a camera in my face, and I'm just like supposed to remember these lines and stuff like that.
You're
But
learning through the process.
Yeah, but now I cannot wait to shoot my next movie. Like I was supposed to go to acting school right after that, but I get busy with so much going on. But I still want to attend the acting school one day, and I want to have a small role in some movies and stuff like that. I always think about it like, man, what if you do get into Hollywood or something and you got a 1,000-page script? Like,
I mean, it'll come. You know, yeah, because
be scared of it. But when you like when you actually shoot the movie, you're not just remembering 100 scripts. It's different scenes you got to just break down in different days. That's what helped me with that movie.
And that's another thing is, I mean, you know this now, but like I had to learn this because I didn't want to be an actor or anything, but I used to like do research on that as a kid. And you start to think like, oh my God, how could I be an actor and have a whole script memorized? But then it's like, no, they're literally shooting like 3 minutes at a time. And you have to memorize like a paragraph. But like you should know the script, like just the basics. But and as far as like memory goes, it's really like 5 minutes by 5 minutes.
No, you're right.
But random little question that we can be quick with is like, what would be your like dream scenario movie to be in? Like a horror movie, a funny movie, an action movie? Like what kind of movie would you want to be in?
I want to be in a funny movie. I mean, I just feel like I'm just a comedian myself. Like I'm a funny guy. Like I just feel like I nail funny movies like with Lil Duval and like all the comedian
I can see
actors.
that.
Like I want to do something with that. I couldn't really see myself in like a shooting movie action pack.
Action hero.
But that would be dope. I would love to play a superhero, like a Hancock type vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of the dream thing.
Or the other guys type shit. You can do. You can mix them both.
Yeah, or I even be a little officer or something, like a bad guy or something like that.
I mean, shit. Marquise had his first acting role in the movie when we showed up to the shoot of Her Way one day because they had some of our clothes in there.
Oh yeah,
you're the way.
Hold on. That's the guy that walked in.
Yeah, and they stopped him for. Wait, what happened to you?
I was going out to go get something from the car and came back in, and you guys are shooting.
You got to skip the line.
Yeah.
The dude had to wait, and
Yeah.
that was you. Oh wow, what a moment.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of that movie.
So it was fun, and
That was such a funny
oh
thing.
yeah, the other thing. So one more movie related thing, somewhat. When I was doing my research on your Instagram and just you in general, I saw something that I'm surprised I missed. What is it? The L3 documentary.
Yes.
So I guess this is technically the first portion of Explain the Photo because we have a photo of it right here. That was one of the things I was going to ask you about.
Okay.
You want to talk a little bit about like what that was? I mean, this is you at, and we'll obviously edit the pictures in here, but this is you at like the showing of the movie.
A drive-in movie theater. So I'm the first person to ever do this. This was something big. I really put a lot of work and passion into. This is actually my second documentary, though. I did a documentary when I was 18. No, I wasn't 18. I'm sorry. I was about 20. 19, 20. It's on YouTube right now. If y'all ever want to take a chance, it's on YouTube. It's called L3 the Movie. I basically did this documentary of me just taking over the city and did my birthday party. And that was crazy. And so I wanted to follow up with a part 2. Which was this, and this one is better quality, HD, all type of things. And
I thought it looked really cool. I was like, how did I miss this? Because the movie theater and then the documentary itself.
I did the outdoor movie theater. I wanted to be different because everybody do the movie theaters and I already did that with part 1. So I just thought about it and I called them and they said I can rent it out. So I did that. But a lot of people haven't seen it because I didn't release it yet.
Yeah, it looked like it was if you're there, you get to see it, and that's that.
That's how I wanted it. But it's like it was supposed to go. It's supposed to go on. It still can to this day. But I was supposed to work out a deal with not Netflix, but or maybe Tubi. I think it was Tubi or somebody had to connect with something. I was supposed to put it on, but that was kind of slow. And then like that, people don't even know that documentary. It made me fall out with a lot of people.
Oh shit.
Oh really?
Yeah,
because things you said or things that happened or
nah, because something like that was at the time that was probably the biggest milestone I would think at the time that meant to me. And a lot of people was in it that didn't show up to the theater.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
So-
I've dealt with a lot of that myself.
So that kind of made me mad where it's like, okay, I'm not releasing it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all in it, how you not there? But a lot of my friends was out partying at the time.
Yeah.
And and this meant something big to me. And I put y'all in this movie.
This is weird because I want you to keep talking about this, but I literally today thought of putting this in for the notes of today's episode. But letting go of people who take but not give, and that also goes for like not really appreciating that you're trying to do something and being like, like, you know, every now and then be like, hey man, that's cool, or like be there for it, or
That's it. Just be there. Show your support, man. Not be out doing things. It's like, are you my true friend, my family? Like,
yeah.
I got you. So
Because you'd think like if I was in your position, the friend, I mean, you'd show up. You know what I mean?
So what's crazy about that is like that's monumental to me because ever since that day, it's been different. Like I've been on a path where it's like, you know, it kind of made me like antisocial. I like cut all my friends off at the time. And that's what probably fueled my fire, I think. Yeah. And I got kind of antisocial. Like I didn't talk as much or do anything with nobody as much. You know, at the time I was in a relationship, so I told my girlfriend and my mom at the time, like, I feel some type of way. You know, my real one's not here with something so big, and they out doing other
Shit
things.
stings.
It hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts. So I definitely want all my people at my biggest accomplishments, and that was huge for me. You know, so I'm still going to release this documentary though. I'm actually about to work on part 3 this summer.
So real quick, just so people know and maybe can get hyped up about it, what is like the basic plot of the documentary?
The basic plot of the documentary was to show my lifestyle basically. I wanted to do a biography.
I mean, that works.
of
You know,
myself.
like for a documentary, that works as a plot. You know what I mean? Like,
Because I wanted to. I mean, I still want to do this. Like, I want to just show all my parties for the 1 year and put it all together and just sit and talk about this journey and go on with it because I feel like this journey is just so crazy.
oh yeah.
And I just love documenting things, and I feel like this could be motivation, you know what I'm saying, to the next generation and to people that's like me, you know?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
I just found it really interesting when I saw that, and I was like, I'd like to see it. And also, we're actually putting together our own little documentary for it's like a mini doc for the
Yeah.
collection that's out now. But
We're legends.
it's fucking difficult to do because you have to work with like a lot of people's schedule, and like say you want to go do something that would be cool in the documentary, you have to also be thinking like, okay, now I have to get somebody to be there to shoot me doing this. And like, so
That's the biggest thing is the cameraman. Like I told my camera guy, like, you basically got to live with me, and that's basically what he did. I mean, every morning he coming, pulling up all day, all night, and it's just tough because a lot of people got
it's really smart, by the way. I think I'm gonna try and do that.
a lot of people got families though. That's what I hate.
Yeah, a lot
You
of
know,
people
like,
do have families.
That's why I like working with young people because like they don't got nothing. I mean, they hunger. You know what I'm saying? They don't got nothing to do. They want to work.
Oh yeah.
Older people, they got better stuff, better equipment, better quality, but they got a wife they got to go home to. They got kids, so it's like you can't take all their time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
tough, but I know that's off subject.
Plus, I mean, the hunger, having the same hunger that you have, like working with people that are also just as hungry, it's so important.
Important.
I heard this thing like Steve Jobs said. I can't remember how he put it, but he was like, you need like, I think he said like movers or something. You need movers in your team because if you have anybody that's not moving in your team, they're going to affect everybody else in your team and yourself. And like, they did some statistic of like, if you have somebody that's not being active in the company or not like thriving for more, they're actually going to decrease everybody's productivity by like 10%. So having people like that around you is so important, but it's difficult
Absolutely.
because not everybody's going to want it as bad as you do, and not everybody's going to be willing to make those sacrifices. And speaking of sacrifices, what do you think the biggest sacrifice you've had to make doing what you do has been?
The biggest sacrifice.
I mean,
A sacrifice. It doesn't have to be some huge thing, but if you can think of one.
you already talked about letting go of friends, which is pretty big sacrifice.
Or if you want to twist the question a bit, how about like what or who inspires you to do what you do?
I would just say it's actually nobody. I never looked up to nobody really. You know what I'm saying? I just never did because it's like I feel like I can be the biggest. I can look up to myself. I never had a role model or nothing like that. So I want to be the guy that the kids look up to nowadays. But really just my mom. Honestly, my mom been my biggest, like, because as a kid, I always wanted to get rich for her.
Yeah, I think a lot of people can relate. I can
probably
relate to
everybody.
that as
I mean,
well. Like, I want to buy
everybody.
my dad
Yeah.
a fucking sports car,
Yeah,
like,
you know,
real
that-
bad.
exactly. That's everybody's dream. So, but it was like my mom. I seen what she did, you know, on her own for all 4 or 5 of her kids, and it was just dope. And I'm just like, man, I'm gonna be the one to buy you a mansion and a car and shit. Tell you, even since I was little, I said I was gonna do it. So I feel like life is not accomplished until I do that. So that's really been my motivation. And I mean, now I got a daughter, so she's my motivation. So it's really just them two, you know, in my family. I just want to give them the best because they're not really used to that much of the good life. you know? And I mean, I just got, you know, used to it a little bit, you know.
Plus, what feels better than that? Like, you know, giving to people that you love and
You
like,
know what?
supporting them.
That's it. That's why I was put on this earth. I feel like to make others feel good.
Hell yeah.
So I ain't stopping until I do that. And even after I do that, I'm gonna do it some more.
Keep it going. What do you think, or if there are any, would be like a big misconception about who, like your personality, what you do, or who you are? What do you think a big misconception might be that people may have?
A lot of people think like I'm an asshole, or I'm arrogant, or I'm cocky and stuck up.
Never experienced that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But these people is people that only know me on the internet or only see me in the club but never speak to me.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people, I get into it with a lot of people I've never met yet, or only seen me and been around but never had a conversation with.
Of course, those people know you the best.
Right? You know, so
Being sarcastic.
but then, right. So when they get to know me actually and kick it with me, I always get, you're better than I thought you was. That's the number one thing I get when people kick it with me for the first time. You're really cool. Even girls, you're really cool as hell. Or I thought you would be stuck up. But that's because, yes, I have the Instagram followers. Yes, they hear about me all the time. They see my parties go crazy. They see I get a lot of love. So I feel like them type of people got it hard because everybody already think you just up here and just got a good life and all that stuff. When it's like, nah, I built this. This is some internet stuff. Really get to know me and get next to me. That's why people love me and go hard for me now. And it's been 11 years ago, the same people, because they know me in real life. They know this is really me. I'm really LadiesLoveLauny. I really live this lifestyle. I don't fake it on the internet. I don't do nothing. They know I'm a genuine person. They just know me. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's like, because people see the followers or the parties, and I think they think like, oh, this must go to his head.
Yeah,
But
there we go.
But you've always kept it respectful and nice.
This doesn't mean nothing to me because I've been the guy since high school, you know what I'm saying, for 11 years.
Also, like, to be fair, with all due respect, like, it sounds like you also know what it's been like to not be like the guy.
Yes. I don't let it get to my head because it's nothing. I mean, it's thousands of me everywhere. I'm just happy to have a platform and have people look up to me and listen to me, you know, and I want to do the best I can with that. God gave me that strength, so I want to give them the right things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm great. I'm a great person. That's what I tell people all the time. Meet me in person, please. Don't worry about that internet stuff. Yes, people pump me up on the internet and all that stuff, but meet me in real life.
Yeah. It may be hard to hear him at the club, but try and talk to him at the club. You know?
Do not try to talk to me in the club. It's tough.
This was complete. I have a question right after this, so I want to make this one quick too. But it just randomly came up. Have you been able, or have you always been good at this, to like fucking hear people in the club? Because I can never do that. I try to talk to people, and I don't know how people be talking in the club because it's so fucking loud.
Yeah, that's actually one of my pet peeves. It's talking my ear off in the club.
Yeah, because like I can't hear what you're saying.
And I got five vibes right here.
Yeah,
I'm trying to kick it with you, talking my ear off for 10 minutes, and I got a host. And my song be on, so it'd be like, damn, I want to say this part, but you know what I'm saying? This guy is talking my ear off.
So there's no way around it, is there? That you're just not gonna hear in there. So
No way around
You just go along like, I got you.
Now I don't
I was the only one doing that.
I'm not a rude person, but now I'll be like, can you hear me after this song? It's loud.
You definitely gotta let them know something.
But they just know I'm hard to reach sometimes you can't on DMing me, and then they might not catch me again because I'm always moving around.
Yeah.
How you gotta be, but
yes.
All right, real quick. So I don't know where we're at, but I want to make sure we don't run out of time for this.
Okay.
We're gonna start like going through a couple of these pictures because I'm curious, and obviously keep in mind for people watching, it'll be like big picture right here. So this one, What's happening here? This is what, you and Tusi?
Me and Tusi, yeah. My guy.
So where was this? Where was this?
This was in Miami. I used to go to Miami every spring break. And this spring break, I ran into him. I ran into Lil Keed, a couple other rappers just
All
walking
in
the street.
Miami, the same trip?
All in Miami, the same trip.
Fuck.
And what's crazy is he remembered me the next time I seen him. And now we cool friends to today.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah, he came to Columbus a couple times. He hit me up, let me, kick it with him. We did a concert right after this because he remembered who I was, and he showed us love. And yeah, that's my guy now. Shout out to Tusi.
Hell yeah. So, and side question. So I'd be seeing you like post something where it's like you're promoting a concert, right?
Yeah.
So say like, say Lil Keed's coming to Columbus
Rest
and
in
you're
peace.
promoting it. I know, seriously. That was a really sad one. I mean, it's always sad, but rest in peace, Lil Keed. But say Lil Keed's coming to Columbus. I didn't even think about that when I said it.
Say little baby.
You been listening to
Lil
him
Baby's
recently?
coming to Columbus, and you're promoting the concert. Do you typically meet them because you're the promoter, or does that not typically happen?
So that's one of the great luxuries of this lifestyle is I get to meet every artist. I can be next to them. I see when they come in. I see when they leave. I know what room they in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good part about it, yeah. And I'm a promoter also. I'm not a host is second. I'm really a promoter. So I'm the guy who I want to be the guy who, well, that's a promoter. I'm the guy who's booking and I'm paying this guy.
Oh,
So this guy has to see me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
You
that.
know what I'm saying? And we got to take a picture, you know what I'm saying, or whatever I need to get off. If I want to give him, if I got a clothing line, I say that's the easiest way to get to an artist and get your stuff known is to,
Book him for a show.
of course, tap in with the promoters. But if you got some money, try to invest with that promoter because now that person you're trying to get to got to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like me, I'm a promoter, right? So I'm going to bring the artist. I know the artist got to pull up because I got to give him his money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
And I
gonna
gotta
pull
tell
up
him
for the
what's
money.
So if I got a clothing line, I got this clothing brand too. I'm giving him right there. I got access. Here you go, bro. This is my stuff.
Hell yeah.
We taking a picture. Boom. Make sure you put this on. Show love. Blah blah blah. All this. He gonna show love because I just gave him $40,000. He better show love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gotta
Seriously.
I'ma bring him back, and that's a client.
But have you?
Guys, I hope you're
It's
listening
free game
to this
right here.
because I think we've dropped a solid 20 facts
Nah,
for
man.
everybody, and it's free.
This is free game, man. I usually don't even share this type of stuff. I've been waiting to share this type of stuff.
Well, thanks for coming on to
Yeah,
do it.
for
We
sure.
feel honored.
Thank
It's
you
right
for
here.
coming.
It's
But
right here.
yeah, so I was always wondering that because I would see like, oh, it's so and so in Columbus. Does he meet him or no? But
Yeah,
it
so-
sounds like you get to meet them all.
I get to meet them all, but see, when I growing up, right, I wasn't too like I don't get starstruck and stuff like that, right? So like it's a lot of promoters and a lot of people that'll go crazy for a picture. Oh, I gotta get this picture. They sell
Yeah.
their soul.
You
You know
want to
what I'm
not
saying?
look corny or anything,
You know what I'm
so
saying?
you got to
I
keep
feel like
yourself cool.
I always feel like I'm one of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that
Which is gonna make them like you more at the end of the day. Yeah.
remember you. They're gonna be like, oh, he one of us. He regular. You know what I'm saying? So like I never did all that. I've been in rooms with hella people that we did shows with that I didn't get a picture off. That I just
But you're not tripping.
smoked the blunt with Migos, all of them. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let's see.
I'm cool, but because I'm not about to be like, oh, let me get this picture. That's corny. That's lame. And I don't want to look like a groupie.
Yeah.
I know how the game goes. So if I really like you and really know you about to be a star, then y'all gonna make sure I get a picture. Like Sexy Red came. I mean, I was next to her the whole time she was there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even about to get a picture with her, but I'm like, you know what? She gonna be a star. The girls gonna like her. Took
Yeah,
the picture.
no, dude, she's fucking huge.
You know what I'm
That is
saying?
Blowing
Yeah.
my mind.
Took the
But
picture.
what's been like a couple really cool interactions you've had with some people that the listeners might know? Like I'm not gonna say like who's your favorite to meet, but like who were a couple people who were like, oh shit, this was really cool to meet them.
G Herbo. The
shit.
first time back in like 2016.
Oh shit, that's
dated.
like prime G
Yeah,
Herbo.
I brought G Herbo, and I actually brought G Herbo 2 times
Oh, hell yeah.
myself with my money. The first time was for my 19th birthday, And then I brought him to the Newport again. That's the one that was really, really cool.
Newport's sweet though.
Yeah, the Newport shows was off the chain. I got a privilege to host those, so I was, you know what I'm saying, I was kind of in there. But I would say G Herbo, Chief Keef was probably one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
Chief Keef would be lit.
You know what I'm
Smoke a
saying?
blunt with Chief Keef.
Didn't get to smoke a blunt with Chief Keef, but
He
I got
said
to
he
smoke.
smokes what, an ounce a day? I think he said.
Yeah, that's
But that's.
I
Great.
think that's the most common thing with me is like I'll look at someone, I'm like, damn, I'd love to like kick it or like, you know.
Yeah, just smoke a blunt.
Like,
with
fuck
it.
the
just smoke a
picture,
blunt,
let's
you
chill.
know, just like,
Yeah. But that's what you get to do in the back when you bring artists in the room. You get to kick it.
Hell yeah. Well, okay. So the next one, I had one of you and Lil Key, but we talked about that. This one seems like you like this picture. What's going on here? This is you on a boat.
So this picture was, I believe it was my sister's birthday or somebody's birthday. But we went to Hocking Hill somewhere, and we rented a boat. This is my first time being on a boat. But if you know, this picture is one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah, I saw there was a painting of it.
There we go. It got turned into a cartoon,
No, okay.
which got turned into a shirt.
Shit. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got them shirts at home. A lot of girls who used to be with me back in the day, well, not back in the day, because this was probably like 3 years ago, got these shirts. So this is my favorite because this turned into a GTA character.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
It's almost like you could have made a damn NFT out of it.
Yeah, I should have. So it was just like perfect. My beard kind of hitting. The shirt was just hitting. The hat's on right.
that
the
a fresh
tattoos.
cut?
Yeah, I think that was that was a fresh cut actually.
Plus, I think
Oh,
this is
yeah.
right around the time where Kodak was like, "Let me drive the boat" or whatever. So,
That's when that was popping. Drive the boat.
Yeah.
So I was really driving the boat, and I'm like, "Yo, take this picture." I was serious.
just to make sure I heard right, did you say your first time being on a boat was also your first time driving a boat?
No, I lied actually. Because
Okay, I was
I've
just
been
clarifying.
I've been to Miami a couple years ago before this, but this is my first time actually driving a boat, like turning it.
Hell yeah. I've never done that.
Now, did you go fast, like try to, or
No.
glide across the water?
No, I followed every speed limit, I swear.
I love riding jet skis and doing that though.
But just because we're talking about pictures, I have to bring this up. Did you hear like somebody crashed into the Easton sign?
Yes, I just rode past before I got here with my dad.
They reconstructing it,
When
or
did that
like
happen?
I believe it happened like less than a week ago.
Okay, because
Somebody was running.
it's tragic. It sucks that happened. But when I first heard about that, which I think was like last night,
yeah, me
the
too.
first thought I had was like, that would be such a cool picture because we do photo teas. So like,
Oh,
it's just such an
put the
iconic-
coordinates.
It's just such an iconic place. Like people who are from Columbus, I think a lot of them know that Easton sign.
Smart.
And like just the fact like it crashed right in the middle of it.
Like who could crash right in the middle of the Easton sign?
They had to have been just fucking. They had to be.
You think they were like, fuck it,
irresponsible.
or
Don't do this.
They
but
must
were
got kicked
probably
out of
coming
Easton.
back.
They got kicked out of Easton before.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but I was just like, damn, bro, I wish I would have been there because that picture would be so cool on a shirt. Make it like
probably
black
find
and
it on
white
the
or
internet.
something. Yeah, but I might have to buy it. I might do it. Fuck it.
yeah.
Okay, so next picture. I mean, this one's just kind of cool, but you don't have to explain. You and a goat. Did you rent that goat?
My mom did for my birthday.
That's sweet.
That was one of
Shout out your mom.
That was the best birthday probably ever. One of them, my mom and sister got this. This when I was on my goat shit. I love
shirt,
goats. That's my
too.
favorite animal.
Bro,
But I was
that's sick.
really on my goat stuff. And you see the shirt. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
The shirt was it, and that they got me Janet. The goat's name was Janet. And I was so happy.
Janet.
And I took them iconic pictures, and I will love that album. I love that picture.
You and Janet got to reunite sometime. You bring her to the club.
Yeah, Janet. Yeah, she was pooping everywhere.
Oh shit.
Eat a lot of
The
grass. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy a goat one day. I'm gonna have a goat. I'm gonna own a goat.
Yeah, everybody's
I
got
think
like
that's the one I
monkeys
want.
and tigers and shit. Lonnie's gonna have a goat. All right, so let's move to this one.
Hey,
This one's lit. Was this the stripper bowl?
Yes, this was my stripper bowl in 2022 for my birthday, which was 2 years ago.
What is a stripper bowl?
So I do the stripper bowl every year. It's just I know a lot of strippers, and I don't do strip events though. I'm not really into the strip world and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I seen how much money is into it and how many females into it and how much people enjoy it and what I can do. I know all the strippers. I know a lot of people with money that love strippers. So I'm like, okay, my birthday weekend, I'm gonna add an event for the strippers once a year where we're gonna make I want y'all to make a lot of money. I don't do stripper events but one time a year.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna make it special.
Hell yeah.
So what really started it though is my birthday before this in 2020 or 21. I one of my birthday parties got canceled and I didn't know what else to do. So one of my guys was like, do a stripper bowl. I'm like, man, I don't know the stripper. He got me like 20 strippers, and we ended up throwing like $23,000.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Like, 23K wound up on the floor type shit.
yeah, like all together, everybody in the, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, oh, this can make money. Like I like this. Like people was throwing whatever, paying whatever. I'm like, I'm doing this every year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I've been doing it since.
Because strippers be making people act all types of crazy.
If you throwing 100 to 1,000, you got $40, $50 to pay to get in.
Yeah, that's why it pisses
That's
me
why I
off
come in.
whenever somebody says, "Oh, that shirt's expensive." I'm like, "Bro, I bet you're throwing a lot of money at a strip club." Like, don't be talking about how much a shirt costs when you pay for a dance with it. But yeah, it's because this picture is so sick. I had to put that in there. This one's cool.
Yes.
So you had received an award.
Yeah, from the Ohio Entertainment Awards, they gave me Renaissance Man of the Year in 2021.
Congrats, bro.
Thanks,
Congrats.
man. That was a dope year. I was doing a lot, and this year, this past year, they gave me Promoter of the Year.
Okay, hell yeah. So you're getting plaques on plaques.
Hell yeah.
Do you do you sign up for an award like that, or do they just find people and then you get it?
Yeah, they just find people and they're like, I'm a firm believer in like I would never sign up for an award.
Yeah.
I feel like awards should be like really you got to put in the work and really like make it an honor.
They shouldn't have to look too hard for you.
Yeah, not the most people to vote for you because I can just have a bigger following and have convinced all my people to vote for me.
Practically buy the thing.
Better and the best, right?
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of hard when you get to that. So I respected that. You know, a lot of people was mad and stuff, but I mean,
You ever seen those like TikTok things where they get like do competition and people vote out who's gonna win, like win? You never seen that? Okay.
I ain't really on TikTok. I need to get on
Okay.
TikTok.
So
They said it's going away, so I never. Moved
Yeah.
it, but they were saying
I don't think that. I
don't know.
I think what they're gonna do. Here's my prediction. I think that what's gonna happen because their whole thing is somebody from America needs to own the company, which
right.
is a
So
bit.
China's going to eventually sell it to us.
Well, I think what they're gonna do is the people who own the company already are just gonna hire some dude that's gonna do nothing except say he owns it.
Okay.
But they're going to be in the background just putting money into his back pocket to do whatever they want him to do. But he's going to be some guy from the U.S. so that the U.S. will get off their back. That's just my prediction. Because all they need to do is put somebody at the face of the company that's American.
The government don't want no parts of it. He's not going to be in the business.
What the government's issue is that they don't want. I'm not super into the whole thing, but I believe that the whole issue is that they don't want an app as big as TikTok being ran by one of their practically enemies, China. So they also believe that China is going to be stirring the pot a little bit with the algorithm and everything, doing stuff like of course I got podcast brain. What is it? Propaganda.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
I think they're worried about stuff like that. So they want somebody from like America or an allied area to be running the company. But I think they're just going to put somebody to be like the a Trojan horse, that kind of thing.
Wow.
But I don't know.
Someone's from China owns TikTok? Oh.
Yeah, it's the owner of the company is from China. Yeah, but the next and last picture I wanted to ask about was your club commandments.
It's time for it. That was 4 years ago. It's time for another one, right?
I was gonna say, would you tweak or adjust any of these, or?
Yeah. So when I get a club, it's definitely gonna be some amendments going around. No talking person's ear off in the club. That still applies.
We just talked about it. And if you want to read it, we'll add
No
it out if you
recording
want.
other sparklers. Yes. I mean, all these rules still apply. Stop asking to
I
get
thought they
in
were pretty
free.
spot on.
If you didn't get booked to host a party, don't touch the mic. No smoking tobacco. I feel like when I drop this though, like I don't have to say this no more. Everybody already kind of like know what the fuck going on.
You're saying like what should be
I
known,
think
kind
the
of.
only thing that needs to change is the let's have fun in 2020. You just keep going every year.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, absolutely.
Year is what needs
Absolutely,
change.
but I'm definitely going to tweak it a little bit because it's a new generation. It's 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Nightlife. That was before the pandemic, and we need after the pandemic.
What was the pandemic? I'm sure you've answered this question, but like, what was the pandemic like for you? That must have been a tough time.
Yeah, it was a tough time for me because I didn't do no PPP. So
Just learned about that the other day. I was like, what the fuck? People were getting in.
yeah, so
I
my
was
money
like, what?
My money stopped when COVID came and I didn't know what to do. I didn't do nothing illegal, so I'm seeing all these people with $20,000-$30,000, and I don't really got too much. I got what I got saved up, know, and it was just kind of tough, and I didn't know what to do because all I've been doing was events and parties my whole life.
Yeah, now that it's like
Literally.
the only time it's ever happened where they're like, no events or parties.
Yeah,
And you're like,
'cause you
oh, so
think
no
you-
money for Lonnie?
You think like
Well, everybody started going online with their stuff, like
Yeah.
music artists and all that stuff.
So you got to be creative. That opens your mind up. But it's like when you think about stuff, you want to do something that's going to last forever. Partying, I'm like, that's going to last forever.
Yeah.
Everybody wants, every new generation. But what can shut that down? A pandemic. So I'm like, damn, am I dumb? Do I know anything? Because I don't know what to do and how to make money outside of a party.
I mean, it was quite difficult for a lot of people,
But that made me think and get to it. I did the little quarantine radio stuff.
Yeah, there you go.
Followers went up, and then the stuff started opening back up. I had a good situation with another club that let me do what I do. Started making money. Then that was it because I mean I wasn't about to sell food, sell stuff like people was doing.
Yeah.
Only thing people was doing was scamming and selling.
That's
plates.
what's crazy. I can't believe that. I feel like I was an idiot because I was so unaware of that going on, and I'd like to say I wouldn't have done it,
I was sick.
but that was right around the time we first started our business, so I could have legitimately done that.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't have even been a scam. But yeah, that time was crazy because I actually do remember. Ironically, I went to one of the most memorable shows during that time, and it couldn't have been legal because it was like right in the middle of the pandemic. But I think I saw Sada Baby and Stunna, and they performed at the same strip club. And because of the pandemic, the amount of people there was so low that like Sada Baby spoke to me. He just was like, this is what I like to see, bro. People getting lit like this, and his dude. And so that was cool. And then like Stunna Vegas was like walking around just on the floor. Mm-hmm. So it was just cool to see a performance where it's like, oh, they're like right here. Yeah. So that was cool. But so you had mentioned something about like doing something that like, lasts forever or sticks around. What is it that you would like to be remembered for?
I want to be remembered for the guy that just the people champ, the people person, the guy that was there, the guy that I can call, and he's going to try to be there for me. He's going to listen to me. He's always going to have a solution or some advice. I feel like God put me on this earth to give back, to get used, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, people say it's getting used, but that
in a positive way.
In a positive way. That makes me feel
advantage of being
there we go.
helpful and stuff.
Right. I'm not gonna let you take advantage of me, but I mean, I might give you 2 or 3 chances to help you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Of course.
I just want to be remembered as a good guy. You know what I'm saying? He never did nothing bad, never went to jail, never, did nothing disloyal to nobody. He always helped. I want to be rich to help people. Somebody need help.
You're not wanted for anything, bro, or anything.
I ain't wanted for nothing, man.
Yeah, you gotta help make being a good person cool again because
There we go.
it's so. I get pissed off by this because it's like almost, and maybe too much internet is just getting in my head, but like it almost feels like it's what's cool right now is like to be a shitty person to your core.
Yeah.
Like going through certain comments, it's like holy shit, dude. Like,
miserable.
are we even talking about this right now? I think recently I saw like Favi like posted something about is it wrong to be a narcissist? And I was like, is this conversation even happening right now? Like, how is it? Like, because the definition of narcissist means that you like do not care about the well-being of others. Like, you couldn't be bothered by it, and like a couple other things. I was talking to some people about it, and it's just like, just the fact. And I don't think he was saying like, I don't think like he was saying, oh, I'm a narcissist and that's cool. But the comment section was people like, well, I think there's no problem with it, or like, and that's just an example. But
Yeah.
I say all that to harp back to what you're saying. Like, be a good person. That is cool.
For sure.
Like, it's nothing corny about being like helpful and good to the people around you that deserve it.
Absolutely.
So fill in the blank.
Okay.
Columbus is the city of blank.
Food.
Or I think I might have said 4, but that's a good answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Where's the go-to spot to eat in Columbus for you personally?
I don't have a specific spot
Or a top 3?
because ain't nobody
Give a couple shout outs.
ain't nobody paying me yet.
Oh, okay. I see you. Okay, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't even answer that question. I didn't even think of that.
But I mean, I love tacos.
Yeah, no, you're smart, dude. Because I'm over here like, oh, let's ask him this, but then you got that mindset of like, I mean, you could pay me to let people know about you.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm gonna venture. I'm a foodie myself, so I'm eventually start a food page, and like I want to start making money off going to eat places and eventually eat for free.
Oh yeah.
So
Do a little vlogging with it or something.
yeah, that's what I. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna start doing. So other than that, I mean, I love food here in Columbus. I usually just go. I want to try every new spot. So a lot of spots only had like once or twice because I want to try every spot. So and Columbus got so many. So it's like,
Yeah,
it's hard if something good. You want to go back and get the same thing, but you want to try the whole menu.
You don't have to co-sign this, but I am saying this. If you haven't had it, my favorite place to get pizza, 2 places. Gourmet.
Oh, I've been wanting to try that spot.
That place is really
I
good.
used to live across the street from that spot. Still never had it.
It's like cheap for good pizza. I think they only do
top
one
10 in
size of
Columbus.
pizza, and I don't want to do no commercial, but they do one size of pizza that's pretty. It serves a couple people, and it's like $12. And it's like, I think it's like brick oven or whatever, the thing, like the cool shit that's charred.
That's on 4th, right?
I think so.
By,
I don't know my
Bud
streets
Dairy.
well
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's
Yeah, it's right by Bud Dairy.
I lived across the street from there. I never had it.
So that's good, and then Sexton's.
Sexton's
Sexton's is really good.
Really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Where's that at?
Shit, I think it's by like up in Hilliard, like by Hilliard Rome maybe.
Okay.
Those who really know me know I'm horrible with like directing people.
okay.
So I put like GPS everywhere I go.
So what's crazy is I think it was National Pizza Day, and then was like in the top 10 in Columbus. And like Hound Dogs.
Well, do you know Dave Portnoy? Like his so he's the owner, CEO of Barstool Sports and everything, and he does a YouTube where he goes from like to every pizza place and he rates it from 1 to 10.
Oh, okay.
He came to Columbus a few times, and Sexton's one like has the highest score, so that's why I tried it.
They have one on 3rd. Sexton's.
Oh, that's by
Okay.
me. Perfect. On 3rd?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta send me that. I'm going tomorrow.
So check that place out. Yeah, I've always wanted, like, one goal I have for the podcast is, like, I want to go to one of these, like, local food spots and get, like, I don't know how you, I want to get them to, like, have a paid advertisement on the show that, like, reoccurs. Because, like, there's a couple places that would be really cool to do it with, like, Wario's. Wario's is good.
Oreos is dope.
But, okay, what's your go-to cocktail? Do you have one?
Yes. I have 2. Number 1, well, no, I'll start. Number 2 is a strawberry lemon drop. Or you can go blueberry lemon drop. It don't matter the flavor.
Sounds good.
Now, do you like to have like gummies and stuff in the drink? Or
Some extra shit, you're not with it?
I like it simple and maybe little sugar on the rim. That's it.
Okay.
And then number 1 is an espresso martini.
Bro, those go so hard. Those go
Yes,
so
those are my
hard.
favorite. Them got me in a chokehold right now.
Done right, though. I've had a couple that are really bitter.
Yes,
Yeah.
me too. I need the real one too. I don't
Yeah.
like the knockoff one. That's
Yeah.
nasty. But yeah, espresso's got me in a chokehold right now because I just started drinking coffee like this year, January, December. So yeah, I never drunk coffee and know it was this good.
I'm not like a daily coffee drinker, but I like to mix stuff
I see
with
why
coffee.
people is addicted,
Oh yeah,
but I don't want to get addicted. So I've been chilling.
yeah.
But I see why
Yeah, some people live off that
they
shit.
have to live off coffee.
Yeah.
So everybody's got a vice. So
I can't talk. I do energy drinks.
that's my substitute for coffee. Well, I mean, the way I think of it is like well, you're probably better with this, but like most every person wakes up with something like coffee or energy drink or cocaine, whatever. No, but so my coffee is I usually have one of these a day. This is actually my second, just because I like to drink one during a podcast, but I never do that. That's too much. But
So that works though. Like,
it wakes me up. Yeah,
Really?
but the thing is, like, there's a misconception. An energy drink, and I think this works with coffee as well, it will wake your body up. But if you're like mentally drained and tired, it will not wake your mind up, if that makes sense. Or it might be the other way around.
Same with Red Bull.
Yeah, any energy drink, it's not going to wake. I don't know. I think it wakes your body up, but it doesn't wake your like brain up. That's with any energy drink, and I think it may even apply to coffee, but I'm not positive on that one. But I am positive about energy drinks. Like, but it does. Like, if you're just waking up after a regular night's sleep, yeah, that will work. But if you don't typically drink those, start slow, because you will buzz your fucking head off. Like, if you drank a full one of these after not like fucking with caffeine that much, you'd be like, I don't like this. But if you start slow, you'll get a taste for it. And I mean, it sounds fucked up to say, but you're building a tolerance.
Right.
Have you ever like gotten like a headache or something for not drinking one the next
These?
day? Yeah.
I used to see, that's when you know you're addicted to caffeine. I rarely will get those. It's like I can go a day without these, but recently I had my first, like, I hadn't had one in a couple days, and I was like, why do I feel like shit right now? And I realized, like, oh, it's the caffeine. That's not great.
Yeah, I don't want nothing to air.
Yeah, it's stay away from it.
Stay away, kids.
But so shit. Oh yeah, we're talking about cocktails. I did want to make. I don't know. Have you ever had a White Russian?
White Russians are. You talking to me or him?
You.
No, I never had a White Russian.
You might like them, because I love espresso martinis, and but I really like White Russians, and you can tweak them a bit. Like, I think you could have like an espresso kind of White Russian.
Wow.
So if you like espresso, like, those are really good. I really like them.
You put me on, and like they're really he put me on them for sure. You can get them like made, or they come in like can. I mean, if like with the espresso, it's really good.
White Russian.
Yeah, my go-tos are usually, and I'm a weird person when it comes to this. Like, I will give you a heads up. Like, if you go up to a bar, like, just on a random time and be like, "Can I get a White Russian?" They'll probably look at you weird, just because it's more something you would have like with dinner, or like as like
it's a creamy
early
like,
in the day kind of thing.
Like alcohol.
Because it's
like milk. Almost.
It's the same as an espresso martini. Like, if you just walk up to any bartender, they might be like, an espresso martini, but like you'll see it on the menu type shit.
What was the Christmas edition one? It was really good.
Oh yeah, well, he's talking about Cutwaters. So they'll make like canned cocktails, but so they have a White Russian. It's actually pretty good.
Well, hold on. Cutwater? I've had that.
You have,
Yeah.
Okay, Cutwater.
So
They have a whole bunch of
the
them.
new one. I think has some brown in it. Yeah, it's like white and brown.
Yeah, I had that. I bought that one because I knew it would taste like a martini. It said espresso or some shit on there.
They did make an espresso martini. I've never had their Cutwater espresso martini, but they did make them.
I had then.
But their White Russians are good. But he's talking about they made a holiday version that's like peppermint White Russian. It tastes like. Have you ever had bark? Like it's like chocolate
Like a
with
chocolate, candy.
white chocolate and peppermint on top.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like. But anyway, yeah, my go-tos are either a tequila sour or a White Russian.
Okay. Tequila sour White Russian.
But shit, what?
I made myself. I like a Washington apple. You ever heard of that?
Nah, what is that?
So it's like a crown apple, and then like a cranberry juice, and like a citrus like pop or something like that. What I did though is I took the peach, crown peach, did the freaking what's it called, cranberry, and then a Sprite, and it was good as fuck.
Good?
Yeah, it was.
I ain't a big Crown guy, a whiskey guy. I make my hair.
I drank too much of it. Yeah, I feel the same way.
Makes my hair hurt.
Okay, so I know we're running out of time here. Like I told you the other day, I have a lot of questions. So if we ever want to do it again, I'd love to, but we'll see. But for the last two, I'm trying to pick the ones that I think would be best for the last two.
Yo, this is 100th episode though.
Yeah, it's the 100th. Guys,
100.
we had to go crazy with the guests.
100.
Lonnie in the fucking house.
L3 100.
But okay, so I did want to hear about this.
Okay.
What was the fight like? And what did you do to prepare?
So the fight, man, that was one of the biggest moments of my life too. Just the preparation. I mean, I took it serious. Yeah, that was crazy. The workouts was crazy. I pushed myself. I didn't know I could, run a mile in 6.5 minutes. I didn't know I could.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Cat Williams.
Some of the stuff. I mean, I pulled out the best of me. That fight, I didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't benefit me. I mean,
it was a cool thing to do, though.
I mean, it could have did more bad than good. But I believed in myself, and I wanted to show people that I'm human. Like I ain't too good to get out there. And somebody talking about me, I'm gonna get out there.
Was that what that was?
Yeah, somebody basically challenged me. I mean, I always hosted the boxing matches and stuff, and one time I was a little lit, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to fight. Who want to fight me?
Oh, okay.
Find me a challenger. So,
and then it all started.
One of the guys instigated to somebody I had like a couple words with years ago. And
oh wow!
He blew it up, and I'm like, all right,
now okay.
Good see, but nobody expected me to actually take it serious and be in the gym every day, and that's what made my summer last year.
That's what's really cool though. Like for you to take it that way, is really cool thing to do.
Wait, so how long did you train for?
I trained 3 months, just 3 months. Yeah, 3 months. The whole last summer, on top of my birthday party.
I might be wrong, but isn't that like how long like a real fighter will prepare for it?
About 6 to 8 months.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
At least 6
I think I was mixing weeks with months.
Yeah, you need at least 6 months as a pro.
I think that's like a bucket list thing for me. Just at least go like box or something.
It's
know.
fun,
And it was boxing, right? Not MMA.
No, it was boxing.
Okay, yeah.
So now I still train. I still work out, do my boxing stuff. I probably won't get in the ring again. Maybe one time a year, but
Did you win?
yes, I do have the champ.
What's crazy is I remember when this all happened, and because it wasn't that long ago, was it?
Yeah, no, August.
And I saw it, and I don't know why, but it must have been just how, like, not to like kiss your ass or anything, but you must have just been being really humble or something. Because I had it in my head you lost, but then when I kept going, when I went into your Instagram, I was like, oh, he won.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think I didn't see you flexing about the win.
Yeah, so
And that's probably why I thought that you lost. I didn't think you would lost. I thought that that's what happened. But
I mean, I posted the pictures. I flexed. It was great. But I mean, I felt like I didn't win strong, convincingly. Like I feel like if we fight again, then you know what I'm saying, I'll put him down. Then that's what I really wanted. So, but
it was
I won.
A judge decision.
So it was kind of like people had their own different opinions. I mean, some people think I lost. Some people think I won. What happened was we was supposed to go. Oh, we went 3 rounds.
3, okay.
With 5, we could have went 5, but he was winded. He didn't want to go 5. But as the ref was asking him, do you want to go again? He asked me. I said yes. You know what I'm saying? We was putting on the show. He asked him. He said no. He wanted to throw in the towel.
So he tapped?
So people take that as a tap.
You won.
So I won. Why not? I'm ready. Let's go.
If you're asking me, you won. That's him tapping.
So, you know.
You outworked him.
I worked. There we go. So that's how I took it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that was a great experience. I didn't want to just route it up too much because I mean, I'm not a boxer. I'm not a fighter like that. You know, that was just him.
The experience,
man. You know, but that was great, man. I was nervous. I ain't want to get knocked out because I could have got knocked out and I could have lost everything.
That's got to be nerve wracking though. I mean, like you don't know
what my whole
this person
career
is
on
about.
That's the crazy thing is like
or something stupid.
Today, like you take one bad L and people will like give up on you.
That's
type
something
shit.
like I already knew if I was to go down or get beat up, people's gonna bring that up every time I get into it with somebody. I'm gonna go post it on the internet every time. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people wanted me to lose that fight.
Hey, fuck them.
So
fuck them.
And they hate I got the belt. And but if you ever want to go check the fight out, it's on YouTube. So you go be the judge and let me know.
Yeah, hell yeah. We'll put whatever you want us to put a link into. We'll put it in the description, so that might be in there.
Let me know if you want a part 2, because we're thinking about it.
Hell yeah, dude! Put it in the comments. All right, I'm gonna speed run like 3 questions real quick.
Okay.
Because I just keep finding gems.
Okay.
What's Team L3?
Team L3 is a team I'm building of hustlers, no matter the age, to help me promote my events, to go out, people, because I do a lot of things by myself. which is I'm fine with. I'm okay with. But
Lone wolf.
a lot of these people want to see what I do, want to be like me and stuff like that. So come on, come on. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see what it takes, behind the scenes and dedication and hard work, come on.
Getting the Avengers together.
Yeah. So I got it right now. It's a couple people. Shout out to Team L3. I just want to know if they're gonna last because, like I tell people, of course, everybody. I make it look great. I make this shit look good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I put in a lot of work for this. It's over 10 years of work. So now I'm getting the goods. They don't see behind the scenes. They don't see me losing money. They don't see me arguing this phone calls and this person trying to shut your party down and do all this stuff. So
what's the main inconvenience behind the scenes? This is a speed run question number 2.
The main inconvenience,
like something, like what you're talking
something
about.
That gets
like
in the way.
See the other side.
They don't see.
What's that other side?
They don't see the money. They don't see the deals and the money. I would say, you know what I'm saying? That's really most important. Like a club might be super packed, but you ain't made no money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You losing money. So that's it right there. Like a lot of people think I'm rich because, I've been doing parties for 10 plus years and it's always been packed. But they don't understand, how many people I pay and what goes into a party and, how much stuff and people I let in free or this and that or this building might cost $3,000 for me to rent out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, the fees.
Is
I
crazy,
think a lot of people overlook that.
It's great money. Like I never had a job. It's gonna keep you afloat like that, and you can make great money with it.
Yeah, it's an accomplishment just by itself that you're able to be self-sustaining doing this.
Absolutely.
What do we have percentage-wise?
8.
Good. Okay. Morning and nightly routine.
My morning routine.
Anything you feel like noteworthy? I'm not asking you like what exactly do you do down to the last detail?
Nah, I don't have a night routine. But my morning routine, I typically wake up. I'm a morning person, so I'm up at 6, 7 in the morning. I lay in bed, check my phone for about 2 hours. Then I get up by 9:30. I go to the gym.
All right.
I try to spend an hour in the gym. And then I go to, at my apartment, we got these little rooms where it's like kind of like workstations, but it's like VIP type.
Okay.
So after I work out, I go in there. I read I'm kind of picking up reading, so I read a book for like an hour, or I read the chapter, and then after I read the book, I like to gamble and sports bet.
Okay.
So
been taking dubs with that?
Lately no, but overall yes. Like I got a whole page for that called Off the Brain Picks, and it got 1,400 followers, and so a lot of people tap into my picks and stuff like that. I won a lot of people lots of money, but. So after I read the book,
could you tell us what book you're reading at the moment?
I'm reading 48 Laws of Power.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard about that one. Yeah.
That shit is
only thing I gotta say is just don't turn yourself into a sociopath reading it, because I've heard a lot of people be like, you can learn a lot from this, but also the guy that wrote this is kind of nuts.
See, that's what I meant to do, is look at the person who wrote it,
because it's a good book.
It's amazing. It's really life,
but there is some like. I haven't read it, but I've heard like there's some things in there that's like, bro.
Yeah, that's
chill.
I feel too. I feel like that was something like, damn, is you sure this is what you're supposed to do? Like,
yeah, like really, I should stab my friends in the back and drink their blood,
and then try to it's some stuff in there. But that's really my routine. So about around like 11, 12, I do about 2 hours of research on my sports betting.
There you go. Yeah.
And then it'll be like 1 or 2 o'clock, and then literally it's open floor. That's usually when I get pretty open with whatever, but usually someone comes over and I have a meeting, or Mondays and Tuesdays I work at the radio station from 3 to 7. So after I do that, I go to work, and then I usually be sleepy around like 10 o'clock, no cap.
Yeah.
I watch the last basketball game, and then I'm asleep.
So next thing, you brought it up. What can people expect to hear in your radio show? What's it called, and when is it?
I bounce around names. Right now it's just the L3 show. I had the show for a minute. I'm trying to elevate it and get better at it. I want to interview more celebrities. I'm going to do that. I still was kind of a little nervous with interviewing artists.
Yeah,
I have the opportunity to, though, because it's Saturday. That's when the artists typically come. But yeah, just being serious with my show because at a point in time I didn't know if I wanted to do radio.
Yeah.
But now I'm back. I really want to do it, and I'm gonna take it up a notch. So just slowly getting back into it, more content, just perfecting my voice and things like that.
What are you talking about for the most part, just in general on the show?
I mean, I'm able to talk about anything, so I'm always be local. I always be live local.
Okay.
So
just kind of what's going on.
what's going on
scene
social
in
media?
Columbus and
You know what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, what happened? What tickets you can win? We got just. It's
Okay.
gems. I drop gems. I mean,
Do you get to pick the music that plays during your time, or how's that work?
Nah, I don't get to pick the music. It's already kind of programmed.
Okay.
By the boss. But if I need to put in a song, I can. If we short a song, I can pick the song.
What's the club banger hit right now?
The club banger hit is "Sexy Red." Get it sexy. That's probably the club banger right now.
All right, I had to hear it from the man. Okay, and then I think we only have like two more. Kendrick or Drake?
Drake.
Drake. Okay.
Fast with it.
No question.
That was instant. I hear their. I don't really like this guy, but I heard from Joe Budden that their responses to each other are like coming out this Friday.
Yeah.
That's the rumor, and apparently it's some crazy shit. Like apparently Drake and Kendrick are throwing like nukes at each other.
Yeah.
Apparently it's like Drake did his thing, Kendrick did his thing, and it's about to be nuts. I'm excited. You know about this, right?
I've seen it. I did see it, but yeah, I know what's going on.
Okay, I was just making sure.
But you know, Kendrick,
I love Kendrick. I think I'm
Drake's biggest fan. So
Yeah, and plus Drake's kind of impenetrable.
Drake's
a lot
ready.
of people go, and I'm kind of stealing words from somebody. I heard this on a podcast, but it's true. A lot of people go for Drake, and he still is standing after it all.
Yeah.
A lot of people know Kendrick is like, he's Kendrick, but they don't go for him. So he hasn't like faced a lot of battles and still stood, whereas Drake has had to like get through a lot of rap beefs. But we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Last question. The finale.
Dun,
3
dun,
big
dun.
goals that you have for the next 10 years.
One is open up a club or a restaurant.
What you gonna call it?
A club, I probably would call it. I had a couple names. I got Third Shift,
That's nice.
Energy,
That's nice.
and restaurant. I want to call it my last name, which is
What if you called the club restaurant?
Restaurant.
All right, but keep going. Sorry.
Last name.
Love, LOV3. It'll have L3 in it.
That's nice.
And then a restaurant. I want my last name Youngs. Well, my last
I like
name is
that.
Young. But
That's a really good restaurant
like that?
name. Yeah. It makes me feel like it's like gonna be like a homey classic.
yeah,
like,
there we go. Young.
the
There we go.
vibe.
Yeah.
What kind of food would you be cooking up there?
Soul food and seafood.
Young's. It's Young's.
Youngs.
Yeah, you've said
Young
it here.
soul
It's-
food.
That's what it's gonna be.
It's debuting
That's
right
what
now.
that's my best friend.
Youngs.
Then he came up Nails, man. Shout out DJ Nails, man. He came up with that. He said, "Man, it should be your last name." Logo.
That sounds really,
Should be the O. But
especially for soul food. Like that, it sounds perfect.
perfect. So that's a dream, and I want my mom to cook the sides and stuff.
Even better.
So I want that a family restaurant.
Hell yeah.
So that's the goal actually right now. I'm actually
Club and
working
restaurant.
club restaurant, and that's really it. I mean, I want to dibble and dabble, but I'm working with a couple brands about my content creation they like, and being
You always make the third goal more content.
Yeah, more
Restaurant,
content.
Club, more content.
Yeah, that's basically it. More content. I just want to get out here more, travel more, and create content.
Hell yeah. Well,
For sure.
we loved having you on, man. I
Definitely.
appreciate you coming by. Anytime you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Let them know anything they need to know about what you've got going on, any links, any place they need to be following, any events. This is your time to promote whatever you want to promote.
We'll get ready for my birthday bash this summer in July. But other than that, you already know, follow me on all social media platforms at LadiesLoveLauny. I ain't hard to find, man. Whatever you need a word, you need some advice, you need some motivation, I'm the guy, man. So that's just me. I ain't stuck up. I ain't an asshole. You got to meet me in person, not just think I'm this person on the internet, even though I am who I am on the internet in real life. But Thank y'all. I love y'all's clothes. I'm gonna keep rocking.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to y'all from day one. Meeting y'all at what was that spot we met at?
Met
Forno.
at a good place.
Forno.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
Yep.
since Forno, man, it's been great. Thank y'all tuning to my radio show every Saturday, and I appreciate y'all on episode 100.
Yeah, it's episode
one
fucking 100.
We gonna go
Had to
pop a
back
bottle.
with it.
Yeah, so keep doing y'all's thing, man. This is
Yeah.
great. I felt comfortable. Y'all questions was great and dope. Like, I wish I could have more time. I'd talk more.
Oh no, for sure. And like I said,
Appreciate
you're
it.
always welcome. And I hope maybe listening to this, people will get to know that okay, he's not an asshole. and
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is who you are,
Oh,
type
yeah.
shit.
Facts,
so,
facts.
all right. Well, we're signing off. You know what I always say. ScheunemanBrand.com. Stone Collection is out now.
Copy something nice.
Continuing the rollout with that. We have a brand new photo shoot that we just did. Expect to be seeing more of that on the Scheuneman Brand Instagram. New episodes out on YouTube and Spotify every Monday. What else? What else? Is there anything else, Marquise? I think that's all
I
of
think
it.
that's basically it. Just stay updated with the clothes. There's big things coming on
Oh, wait.
with the 20th.
The 20th.
Yeah.
Come to the Schottenstein Center for our fucking runway show.
Yeah,
Be
the
really
arena.
Next solo episode, we'll talk a little bit about I did some work to get prepared for that, in the studio kind of stuff with Mills. But stay safe, y'all. Marquise,
As always, love you
you say ciao.
and ciao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love you. Bye.